Guys, Martyupnorth here. Today I want to do a video showing how I get ready for a handgun shooting competition. So this weekend, tomorrow in fact, I'm shooting in what's called IPSC, which is the International Practical Shooting Confederation. So it's a worldwide organization for people interested in shooting handguns. It focuses on hitting targets and hitting them quickly and accurately. So it's a really fun thing to do for if you're into shooting sports. So I want to show what's necessary. So the first thing that's necessary is you need to go and take a black badge course and get which is a really good course on safety and dealing with holsters and handgun safety. So you take the course and you get your black badge, and after that you're good to go. So now, what's necessary to participate in one of these courses? Well, or not in a course, but in a competition. So it's a shooting competition, so you need a belt. So this here is this is the first belt that I use. It's just you can get these kinds of belts at Bass Pro Shop and shops like that. It's a service belt. You know, you see cops using it. These are very basic magazine holsters or holders, and this is a basic holster. So I shoot in the open or in the production category in IPSC because I'm a new shooter, and you know, open or production is a category where you just shoot whatever gun you buy basically off the shelf. Now, as you get better or as you have a few more dollars, you might want to buy something like this. So this belt, this is actually a two-part belt. So I'm wearing the Velcro part as a normal belt, and then this one snaps over it. And this belt is very easy to add different attachments. So I have the holster, and then I have magazine holders. When we shoot IPSC, there's different levels, there's different qualifiers, competitions. So there's level 1s, 2s, and 3s. And the level depends on the maximum rounds that you can shoot in one stage. So actually this is the bag that I take when I go to a shooting competition. So for this weekend's competition, actually here's paperwork that I carry in my bag before I go to the range. So for this weekend's competition, in advance of this qualifier, somebody published the course of fire. So I get a description of all the different shoots we'll be doing, the different stages that we'll be shooting. And I can see, you know, for instance, on stage 3 tomorrow, we'll require 28 rounds for a total of 40 points. So this is a level 2 competition because a level 2 competition will allow as many as 32 rounds in a course of fire. So for 32 rounds, because a mag in Canada can only hold 10 rounds, for 32 rounds I would need 4 mags. So in the good old days, you know, a simple holster with 4 mags allows you to shoot a level 2 competition. This one that I have, this newer one, I now have 5, and I can actually carry one in my back pocket. So I can carry 6 mags, so I can carry 60 rounds with me. So this one is pretty straightforward. Just like that, so just like that, that's my holster. So a couple of minimum things. So I need my my black badge course, and then I need a holster. The holster, or I need a holster, I need a belt, I need at least 4 magazine holders. Now by rules, the belt has to go through loops on your pants. So underneath here, the Velcro part was going through all the loops. So I'm secured. So this isn't coming off or sliding down. And so what do I have in my bag? So for tomorrow, I have the course of fire, which is very important. And then a couple of things that are very important in Canada. Actually, in my wallet, I have my possession and acquisition license. Now, handguns in Canada are restricted, so I have a possession and acquisition license that allows me to possess restricted guns. And then in Canada, in order to be able to transport that gun, I have what's called an authorization to transport. So that's a permit from the Chief Firearms Officer. So this permit allows me to transport the guns that are listed on here, and it allows me to take them from my house directly to a shooting competition, or directly to a gunsmith, or directly to a border crossing. So it's part of the gun laws in Canada. So I got an authorization to transport. And for each gun that I own, I have a registration for that gun. So I own 5 guns. So always in my bag, I carry my authorization to transport and the registration for my guns. And in my wallet at all times on me, I have my firearms acquisition certificate. So I have paperwork in my bag, and of course I have my handgun. So in Canada, the law requires that the handgun be transported in a solid case that is locked, and the gun within the case is locked. Now, when I show up at the competition tomorrow, there's going to be a safe area. So I'm going to go to the safe area. Before I go to the safe area, I'm going to put my belt, my equipment like this, and I'm going to get ready. And then I'm going to leave the ammunition and the magazines somewhere separate, and I'm going to go to the safe area. And what I'm going to do at the safe area is I'm going to open my case for my gun. And so for me, so I'm going to remove this, and I'm shooting tomorrow my Smith & Wesson in .40 caliber. So now, and actually at the gun range, at the safe area, it will be pointing away. When I open it, I have to set it up on the table so that it's pointing away from anybody. So in all likelihood, it'll be pointing away from me like this. But for now, here I'm pointing away, and the gun was put away in a safe condition. The lock is in there. So now, so my gun is now. So tomorrow at the competition, now I'm legal. Now I have my gun. I took it out at the safe area and I have it in my holster. Now, from that point onwards, when I'm moving around at the competition area, I am not allowed to touch my gun. If something were to happen, if I were to drop my gun somehow, got bumped, fell down, I'd have to call a safety officer to come and pick up my gun and put it back in my holster. So I'm not allowed to touch my gun until I show up at the line of fire and I get ready to shoot. So then after I've retrieved my gun, I am then going to get my my magazines and my ammunition ready. So for me, I carry a nice little pouch like this. So I have all my mags in a pouch. So I've preloaded a couple. So for the first part of the day tomorrow, I have some that are preloaded. So when they're preloaded, they go like that. That. Get a 4th one, and get a 5th one. So during the day tomorrow, I will likely, well, I know I'll have to reload several times. So in addition, in my bag, I'm bringing my ammunition. So I'm bringing enough ammunition to shoot the course of fire. So I know that tomorrow I need 107 rounds minimum. Most days, most competitions I require about 250, but you want to bring more than that, because you might, something can happen, a technicality can happen. You might shoot at a target that hasn't been reset properly, or you can have something, or the official might have a stop clock that doesn't work, so you could end up reshooting a course of fire. So you don't want to bring exactly the ammunition, you want to bring more in case you have to reshoot. So, and I bring a loader. Now you've seen. So I bring extra ammunition, and like I said, some of the mags are already loaded. I'll show up tomorrow with some mags loaded, but this loader is very handy, allows me to reload quickly. Like I said, I'm outdoors right now and it's cold. I videotape outdoors because I get better lighting. But it's January 23rd and it's cold out. So actually I have 5, so I could do I can do almost any course of fire tomorrow with 5 magazines, and then I would often have another one whereby the sixth one will go So then I end up having, so I have 6 magazines, so I have 5 on me, and then I have the 6th one. Now in production division, my holster can't be in front of my hip bone, and neither can my magazines. So they, if I were to start at the course of fire after the beep goes, if I were to start with a magazine in my front pocket, I would probably get bumped up to open category, and I don't shoot open. So I have to remember to put the magazine in my back pocket, which is not hard. Now, so with 5 magazines, you're pretty much guaranteed that you can do any course of fire, unless it got somehow really complicated and you had to do some, some changes with half magazines. Sometimes they'll ask you to do that. The range, whoever sets up the course can set up a course where you shoot at 5 targets, and they force you to change magazines. So then you end up with a magazine that's half full. That's why having numerous magazines is important. The other thing that's important is using a magazine as what we call a stripper mag. And what that is when I'm on the line ready to start firing, I would grab my gun and then I would put my magazine in and load. But now my magazine only has 9 in there. So what I would do is I leave the one in the chamber, eject the magazine, and then grab a fresh one and load a fresh one. So what that does is you have 1 in the chamber and 10, but you have a magazine that only has 9. So I put that magazine in the very last slot on my belt. So there you have it. Basic equipment for shooting in an IPSC competition, a production category gun. In my case, I'm shooting a Smith & Wesson M&P 40 in 40 cal. 4 mags minimum. I have 5 and 1 in my back pocket. Some spare ammo, my registration, a couple of other things, very important. I wear glasses, so I use these glasses while shooting, but anybody who doesn't have prescription glasses needs to bring some sort of protective glasses to shoot. And then the other thing I bring is my earplugs. So I have spare earplugs in case something were to happen. So I have earplugs. You need a pen because you're going to get score sheets and you have to write write some information, but usually at the competitions there's a lot of sheets. And that's about it. So hope you enjoy the simple video. I encourage everybody who has a passion for shooting, go to the gun range, get proficient at it, but by all means do your black badge course, join IPSC, the International Practical Shooting Confederation, and come join us out for some shooting. It's really fun. You'll meet like-minded individuals, and I'm all about promoting safe gun ownership in Canada. It's very hard to own guns. There's a lot of laws here and there's a lot of ignorance around guns. There's people who think that guns are evil. I'm an engineer by training. I'm what you would call a white-collar individual. I live in beautiful Calgary and I have a wife and 4 kids, and the people that I shoot with are lawyers, engineers, police officers, doctors, mechanics. It's a very amazing group of people, and so I hope you enjoyed this little video.